Okay, we're done with the racing. It was a full day. I thought my head was going to fall off. I finally got the headset adjusted because you're switching between two drivers drive one car alternately, so you have to adjust the seats the right length. You have to, and by the third race I came in one lap early because my neck, I just couldn't hold my head up. It was unsafe. I actually physically had to hold my head up. The last time, which I did some of my best driving, I had the headrest adjusted so that it held my helmet up, and actually kind of spun out, but I caught it. But I went in the grass a little bit, so I was black flagged, and they just told me to keep it more in the track, so that's what I did. But I tell you what, anybody who has had a fantasy of being a race driver, this is a real reality check. And the people who do this for a living, they're either crazy or whatever, but they're definitely amazing people. To push the limits like they do, to get the advantage, I guess you definitely need all your faculties doing 110%. And I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I'll do it again, but I had to feel what it felt like to pull those G's again. It's actually these go-karts they have out in California, where they have a 70 horsepower snowmobile motor in it. They pull probably more lateral G's than I recall pulling today. But in any event, it's definitely a great Christmas present, something that I'm totally happy I did. And it's kind of a leap of faith, just even shifting with this synchronous transmission where you got to rev the engine as you're decelerating, so you're hitting your brakes, and while you're hitting your brakes, you're hitting your accelerator and stabbing your accelerator to get it so you downshift. I actually came in on one of the runs. I came in too fast for the real hard turn. I guess that'd be the last turn, turn 12. And I knew I wasn't going to make it, so I braked and I went straight. I didn't knock any cones over or anything, and then I looped back in and they called me in on that one. But in any event, I chose not to knock over cones and not even try to make the turn. So these courses, there's some little time between the turns. It takes quite a while just to remember where you are, and as you get fatigued, you kind of are less totally aware where you are at times. But you eventually inherently know that you're on a certain part of the course. But then again, then your visor starts getting dirty, and so you can't see quite as well. But I was amazed how I could keep that car on the edge. And just before I wanted to spin out, it's not probably the best way to drive a car, but I was really picking up on a lot of people. I passed a few people, and that was kind of nice. But then again, I got past a lot too. So a lot of these guys are young kids with probably better reflexes or whatever. But I kind of held my own. I'm happy I was able to do it, and I recommend that anybody who I'd rather do this than go on a cruise someplace. If you've been on a lot of cruises, take one of those cruises. You spend a lot less money, and you'll know a lot more about yourself. Anyhow, we're heading back to the Murphy's Loft, and we'll turn in my helmet and my driving suit, and I'll go back to normal life as I knew it prior, but feeling a little more alive than I did before I came down here. So the old goat has still a little left in him. Take care.